Hi everyone, Mackenzie here. In my last video, I showed you how to organize your homepage. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set a page that you have created within a course as the page that your students land on as soon as they open the course, so their start page. Let me show you what I mean. This week, for the first 3 days of school, I set up this page within my homeroom that has everything on it that my students need for the first 3 days. So when I click on my homeroom, this is the page that my students land on when they first click on homeroom. And within this page, I put everything that they would need for the first 3 days of school. I put our schedule, I put our meeting link within Microsoft Teams, I put their assignments, I put some morning announcements, and also some expectations that we had to go over for meeting within Microsoft Teams. Now, don't panic. This looks like a lot, but I'm going to show you how to start and what to do to create this for your students. Now, my reason for wanting my students to land on this page is because I want my students to do as little navigation as possible within the It's Learning platform. I don't want to have to explain to them, okay, boys and girls, click on homeroom, and then click on plans, and then click on the resources within the plans, and I just didn't want to have to explain all of that to them. I feel like the plans are great. They should be for the student or the teachers to look at and the administrators to look at. However, I don't want my students looking at the plans. I want them to land on a page that has everything they need. So let me show you what it normally looks like when your student lands in your course. If you have not set a page as your start page within It's Learning or within a course, here's what it will look like. Normally, your student will land on the overview page. This is great. You can have some announcements here. You can link your plans here. There will be some tasks for them to do that tells them what is due. However, we're just getting started, and I just want my students to be able to open up and do what they need to do. So let's do that. So the first step is to create a page. So in order to create a page, you're going to come over here to where it says Add, and you're going to click on Page. Now, I want to rename this page because I don't want this page to be named New Page. So I'm going to just click on where it says New Page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this the dates for that week, because I'm going to create a page that has everything that the students need for the week. So next week is August 24th through August 28th. And then I can just click outside of this box, and now you can see it has those dates set. Now, the next step, once you have your page named, is you want to start adding content blocks. So you come up here to click Add Content Block, or when you first get started, you can click right here where it says Adding a Content Block. However, I just always click right here. Now, you can do pretty much everything within the Rich Content Editor. So I'm going to always click on Rich Content. And let's say I wanted to put their schedule for the week. So I would name this schedule, and in a later video, I will explain to you how to put the schedule within there. So I would put my schedule. I would add another content block that would have our meeting link. Would name this one our meeting link, and in a different video, I'll show you how to put a Microsoft Teams meeting link within one of these. However, I don't want this view to be seen. I want the schedule to be nice and big and the meeting link to kind of be off to the side. So I'm going to change my layout, and I'm going to do 2 columns with a wide left column. Then I'm going to click Save. And I'm going to drag this content block over to the side. And in order to do that, you have to kind of put your cursor up at the top of the content block, and then you'll get the cross arrows, and you can drag it over. Okay. Another thing that I might want to put inside my page are their assignments for each day of the week. So what I would do for next week, I would go to rich content and I would put Monday assignments. And again, I'll show you how to tree link to your assignments later. And I would do that for each day of the week. So add content block, rich content, Tuesday assignments. Click OK. Add another content block, Wednesday assignments. Add another content block, rich content, Thursday assignments. Add another content block, rich content, and Friday assignments. And click OK. Now, what I don't like is that now my schedule has been pushed all the way to the bottom, and instead of seeing the days in order, they're in reverse order. And the reason that is because anytime you put in a content block, it will always put it at the top. So what you just have to do is make sure you click and drag to the top of the content block and scroll down and put it at the bottom. So I'm going to do that with each of these so that it's in an order that I prefer. And there we go. So now I can see that my schedule is up top, Monday assignments, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is down there at the bottom. And then on this side where I'm going to put the meeting link, I would also put things like expectations, maybe like a little motivational message. I would put morning announcements, and just anything you would think of. You can really be creative and make it how you want to make it. But this is just how I am doing it starting off. Now, we've created the page, but I haven't shown you how to set it as your start page or the page that your students land on whenever they click on that course. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up to this white navigation bar, click on More, drop down to Settings. Then you're going to go to Course Properties and Features. You're going to scroll down until you see this drop-down menu. It says Choose Start Page. So I'm going to click on the drop-down arrow, and now I'm going to select August 24th through August 28th, which is the name or the title of that page that I just created. Then the last step is to scroll down to the bottom and never forget to save it. Make sure you're saving what you do. Okay, now the next step is just to check to make sure it worked. So you're going to come up here to your home page. And I did that within my health course, so I'm going to go back to health. When you click on it, it will open. And there you can see the first page that they opened up to is no longer the overview, but it is the page. Another thing that you'll notice is it says resources right here. That does not mean that you set your start page as resources. You set your start page to this specific resource. This is a resource, a page, an assignment, a task. Those are all resources. So whenever you set your start page as a page that you've created, since it is a resource, you will see resources highlighted. Stay tuned for the next video so you can find out more on how to create a page within It's Learning.